wife just passed away, and we want to get him out of the house. So why don't you join these guys? You might like these guys. And first guy I met was Jeff Burr. And he said, are you a filmmaker? I said, yeah, I want to be a filmmaker. He said, no, you're a filmmaker. I said, okay. I said, and from that moment on, I mean, I'm going to make this quick, but from that moment on, he treated me like he knew me forever. And I met everybody here. A lot of these people that got up, everybody from Jeff. Courtney, Darren, John, Clue. I mean, a lot of these guys are disappearing. You know, I met a guy named Larry Brand. He died mysteriously. You know, he was healthy, we thought. Clue passed away recently. You know, I feel like he was kind of the father, and all these guys were his brothers and sisters, and, you know, made me feel like I was part of something. And I'll never forget, he called me up after I did my first movie, and he said, hey, got this thing I'm going to do. They want to make it, and I need a producer. And I thought, oh, as you know, he is a producer. But I think he thought because he helped me, you know, he would get me to do whatever he wanted. So I get up there, and I'm like nervous, and he's like, don't be nervous. And I said, well, I only did one movie. And he said, just lie. So I got up there, and I was like, I can do this, you know. I told these guys, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And Jeff's looking at me like this, and I got the gig. And it was like, just kept going from there. So he is probably the single most person who got me started in this business, and I'm forever grateful. That's it.
Awesome.
Jay Woelfel. Yeah, I met Jeff Burr because I did a little movie and it had a little article in Stuff Fantastique, and a friend Jeff knew had it, and he was like, oh, this guy gave me this movie. He's like, Jay Woelfel, you don't even do it, I can see that. He was more excited about it than the guy who like passed it on to him. What's clear here is that like Jeff Burr had a lot of best friends. Like everybody, when you talked to him, you felt like you were his best friend. A story Darren told me, certain things he said that I remember him saying, and this I didn't hear him say in person, but during a horrible day, from whisper to a scream, at the end of the night, Jeff felt he had to address the crew, which is something you should never let a director do at the end of the day. When it's wrap, let the director get up and tell everybody he loves them. So Jeff Burr was like, I don't like the attitude of this crew, I gotta tell you right now. Filmmaking is a privilege, it's not a right. And Darren said it was all night shoot, so Darren spent the whole day talking everybody into not quitting. But Jeff was right, and a lot of us sort of feel entitled or whatever. It is a privilege, and it's interesting that Jeff would say that. Jeff, I spoke to him just shortly before he died, before we had one of these epic long conversations that seemed like I just talked to him the day before. I was talking to him about this producer who's trying to steal a credit from me. So Jeff was certainly a welcome ear, and I was trying to get him to do some things he wouldn't really do, which seemed out of character, and later I learned that he'd had a stroke and there was a film he didn't get to make, because whenever you asked Jeff what was going on with him, this conversation was over. He was always genuinely interested in helping you and what you were doing. He helped get actors for me. I met Ken Forey through him. I did those phone calls, Dwayne, how's Dwayne doing? Oh, he's a great force on set and all this kind of stuff. When he got Joe Unger to be in a film for me, I met Joe through Jeff at a bar. I came out here right when the video crash happened. So nobody was working and I was new in town. So I got to meet everybody, but a lot of people were drunk and bitter because nobody could work. But I was very lucky because I got to meet all these guys who I knew. And so he got Joe Unger for me in this movie, and Jeff just sort of said, I love Joe Unger and I love you and I want to help you guys. And not many people have said that to me. Jeff also, one of his famous things was, he'd say, hey, there's this party going on or whatever, go there, here's the information, and then you'd be like, well, are you going? And he'd go, I will probably be there. I might be a little late. Which meant, I'm not coming, don't wait for me. But I'll probably be there, I might be a little late. And that's exactly how I feel right now. And the last thing he told me was this producer trying to steal my credit. He goes, the guy's pathetic, which he is. So that producer, which I'll not name, Jeff Burr, thinks you're pathetic, and you are. And he said, make sure and tell Christy I said hello, who's my wife.
Awesome. Awesome. That's, yeah.